Manchester City are in court. Manchester City win against the Premier League. Manchester City this. Manchester City that. 115 charges. Blah, blah, blah. Are you guys not bored of it yet? Now, I'm not gonna pretend to be holier than thou. I've made videos about the subject. Well, technically I'm making a video about the subject now as well. But I'm just bored of this, really. And I don't know if anyone feels the same way. Maybe the older fans do. Maybe the younger fans who don't really know what football is. Because quite frankly, if you grew up on the internet, you don't really understand football. Let's be honest, football as a culture is entirely different. But maybe for the older fans, you understand, right? This is not what people used to talk about when it came to football. And I just kind of miss when talking about football was talking about football. We didn't used to talk about referees as much. Now, I do believe that referees used to be better back in the day. I simply think that referees don't face the consequences anymore of inadequacy and that they get worse. But people talk so much about referees nowadays. People talk so much nowadays about Manchester City's 115 charges and all of that. And I'm really getting annoyed by it. And I participated in the conversation. I'm not going to pretend to be otherwise. But recently I've really missed the innocence that used to be just football. Maybe I was just a young kid, right? Because let's be honest, I was at some point. Maybe I was just a young kid and the world was more innocent, right? But certainly I'm not the only one who feels like football has lost a lot of its innocence, and now football is like there was always rivalries. There were rivalries, but now even that feels forced. Like the Arsenal against City rivalry. That feels so forced. It doesn't feel natural. And Man City versus Man United, it's a rivalry, alright. It's one is a joke, the other is winning every trophy they can get their hands on. So the rivalries in football even don't really feel pure anymore. And that's where I suppose I'll go on with the main subject of this rant video, I suppose. I don't do too many rants, but I think today is just a fine day for one. Football just is so focused around, oh, did Man City cheat? Or did they not cheat nowadays? And I'm like, why do you care? Because here's the truth. Every single athlete, every single professional athlete has used performance enhancing drugs at some point. That is the truth. I know that it is the truth because I grew up in the business. Not as a footballer, but I grew up in the cycling business. You know that when you sign in as a cyclist for certain races, that they tell you beforehand, you're not allowed to win this race because sponsors paid for this guy to win. Yeah, they do that. I'm not taking the piss out of you guys. My older brother signed up for a cycling race, I believe in August, but he wasn't allowed to win because the sponsors had paid money for a certain person to win. That is how professional sports go. There is this idea that professional sports has never had cheating. It has. And when there has been cheating, cheaters have been punished. That's a good thing. But I feel like too many people are wanting there to be a cheater to be punished. Like, come on, surely you don't want Man City to be found guilty. Because that just means the last, 10, 15 years of Premier League football was all fake. I don't understand why so many people are so adamant for this to be true. And now I was a lot younger, but there were cheating scandals in Italian football, and I don't really remember there being that much drama around it. Maybe the older people, even older than myself, will remember that better and will remember a lot more drama around it. But I personally don't remember there being so much drama. It was like, did they cheat? Okay, they did. Here is the punishment and we move on. There wasn't this entire campaign against they need to be found guilty because they fucked up our club and being better than us. Is that just me? I really don't know. Now it doesn't matter if you're a Premier League fan, if you're a Arsenal fan, Man City fan, whatever the team you support, yeah? Don't you get bored of this? When is the last time that people have really been able to have a conversation about my footballer versus your footballer without ever mentioning, oh, this is how much money you spent? Who gives a fuck? They used to praise Liverpool for spending more money than Real Madrid while being in the second division. Go look it up. Liverpool had the biggest expenditure in world football when they were in the second division. And that was praised. That was a good thing. It meant that they were serious. Now, if you have a high expenditure, people look at you and they're like, you're cheating. Why are you allowed to spend so much? I don't understand. I really don't understand. There's this idea that high expenditure is rare in football, when quite frankly, Man United in the 80s spent the most money, which is why they were set up in the 90s to go start winning trophies. Man City in the 2010s spent the most money, which is why now in the 2020s they win trophies. Arsenal is spending a lot of money right now. Don't be surprised if Arsenal, in 4 or 5 years from now, starts winning titles. That is simply how it works. It has always been like that. But people are more focused on those money aspects in football now than they actually focus about football. And I'm really tired about this. There's constantly news about this Man City case, about Premier League rulings, this, blah blah blah. Newcastle, Everton, they are in problems for FFP reasons. Are we football fans? Like really? Are we football fans or are we fans of some weird economic pyramid scheme, fucking Andrew Tate ass bullshit media outlet? Like, do tell me, if this is a reality soap and I'm not filled in, do tell me, because I do love my soaps. But do inform me that there's this one, because currently I'm thinking about this as football. Maybe I'm the one in the wrong there, but football just doesn't feel like football anymore. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just me being nostalgic here recently, but I really just don't like the modern football culture, if I'm being very honest. Tell me what you guys think down below, even if you're younger, but I primarily want to hear from the older people, because I always like hearing the perspective of older people, because I think they have more to bring to the table, yeah? But if you're younger, feel free to tell your perspective as well, of course. We don't discriminate, just don't be an asshole. I've had plenty of assholes in the comment sections recently, which is why you might see a lot of empty comment sections, because if you're gonna call me racial slurs, I'm gonna delete the comments, so like, sorry, if the comment section is empty, it's because I deleted a bunch of racial slurs. Can you guys calm down? I'm not asking too much, am I? Please, if you do comment, avoid racial slurs, and thank you for watching to the end. Now like and subscribe if you haven't already. This isn't my usual content. I know I've been a bit silent here on content. I'm back in university now, so well, the university year has begun again, so I'm a bit busy, but I'm trying to get back in rhythm. By the end of the international break, I'll be fully back on it, so my apologies for a bit of inactivity recently, but I'll get back on it here. I'm doing a live stream tonight when I'm recording this, so just to talk about stuff a bit, and then we'll be fully back on it. Then I'll be doing content every day again like I normally do, but yeah. I was a bit slow here in recent weeks because of university. That's it for me. Thank you for watching to the end, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.